So you guys get to the Thieves Guild, and as you walk in, there's a small group in there that are all circled around something in the community room. You see a young halfling male in the middle of this circle, and he's got the back of his shirt pulled down. You can see his exposed back, as there is another one of the Thieves Guild who, it looks like he's giving him a tattoo, but you don't see any ink being left behind. You do recognize this kid.
Do I?
Arlen Sugarbaker. You have vowed yourself to this Thieves Guild, and under the precept of blood in, blood out. For your final oath, do you accept these terms and swear yourself to this guild?
I do.
Alien's gonna be so mad.
3, 2, 1. Playing games with strangers. You know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. Play. I'm playing games with strangers.
So, Emrine,
Yes.
what's new? I'm not good at small talk, Emrine, and
I'm not good at small talk either, if we're being honest.
oh, good. I hope we're being honest, because
Yes.
it wouldn't be worth saying anything if we weren't.
Oh my goodness,
honest.
y'all. I just realized I left my heart back at the inn that we were at. I'm going to go get that. I'll be in touch. Just have Stumblefoot just shoot me a message or whatever, and I'll be...
Or meet back at my house tonight would probably be for the best.
Oh, fair enough. That'll work.
Yeah.
And she wanders off.
I'll see you later, Aileen. Yeah, I wanted to apologize for anything bad I said about Mestit. I know that he's not my favorite person in the world, but I know he means a lot to you, and I'm sorry for anything that I said that would upset you.
You were only honest, and that's a good thing. I appreciate honesty quite a bit.
And, yes, I also would like to say that I'm feeling a little out of things, and I'm sorry if I'm being a little, impulsive. I've been trying to get better at that, and, well, it's been a day or 2 or 3, I'm not even sure how many days it's been since everything happened.
I also, I think, missed a day in there on account of being dead.
Yes, and, it was my fault for rushing in and,
Well, I was right there beside you, so I don't foresee it going much different.
I didn't mean to get you killed or anything. I want to protect the people that I care about, and I let my anger get the best of me.
I'm not necessarily the best at advice, and I'm mostly just good at being a shield, and sometimes a very strong weapon. But it's not your fault by any means, and I don't think you should think of it that way either. The only one that's responsible for killing me is Vault and Lolf, technically.
Well, yes, that
Don't forget about all the archers, too.
And yes, most of the archers.
Yes,
Although
yes,
I
the archers.
I don't know that I can necessarily blame them, because they were technically kind of
just
doing their job.
confused.
Yes, and
Right.
with a force like Lolf, I can't expect them all to necessarily understand. But yes, they did help.
Well, hopefully, we will we will set things to right. And if there's anything I can do to be of service, Emrine, then let me know. I want to be. I want to count you as a friend. Yes.
Well, thank you.
So-
I do count you as a friend.
Well, there we go then.
And
We should have a round of friendship. A friendship. Do they have what's good with friendship?
hugs are good with friendship. Can we get Keith
well,
out?
okay.
I feel like Keith should be here with us. I think
All
he
right.
would enjoy that.
I set Keith on the table. Keith. I
Yes.
set Keith on the table.
And, as far as you don't have to do a service or anything like that, just friendship is good. And also protecting
yes.
Orbog, but that's just kind of my thing, so.
I'm just letting you know that if ever you're in trouble or need a helping hand, I'll be here.
Well, thank you.
Or a hug. I'm good at hugs.
You are quite good at that,
No.
yes.
So, right. Well, I wonder how things are going.
I'd rather not think about it.
At that time, our separated party members return to the group.
It looks like we have an accord. I told...
What, like...
No, that's an accordion. That's different.
Musical.
I see where you're going with that. Not the same thing.
Okay. Because that would have been, like...
That's what I
You went-
thought too, though.
You went to the Thieves Guild and you got a musical
No,
instrument, and that didn't make
We
any
made
sense.
an agreement. We agreed that Felix will bring proof of Orbog's demise, his death, to them within the next 24 hours, which gives us some time to prepare, which is good because that gives me time to stock up on some spells. So here's what I'm thinking. Felix, I'm sorry to have, this is words I never thought I'd say. Wilder / Felix.
What would you prefer we call you?
I'm still trying to get used to the Felix thing.
Okay, Wilder it is.
It's weird.
We have Wilder
call you?
kill Orbog.
Right.
He gets the proof of death and takes it to the Thieves Guild. I revive Orbog, heal him, and then I cast a spell called Feign Death on him, which lasts an hour. It makes him appear as if he's dead, completely indistinguishable. Because part of the proof of death is they will scry on him to make sure he's actually dead. I can cast it a few times during the day if I preserve my spells. Right now I'm a little tapped out. So we can keep him appearing dead for a few hours. After that, so we're hoping that sometime during that window that the scry for verification happens. After that, we're in the clear. Thieves Guild gets paid, Orbog's not actually dead, and we can go about our business.
Two thoughts. And they may be awful thoughts, but they are thoughts that I had. So one, should it be seen, should the prelude or the actual act be seen, so more people know to do the, add to the realism of it? And also, would it be advantageous to, I need a drink of something here.
The problem is, we've only got a minute before I can resurrect Orbog.
Yes, but I mean, like, would it be like, oh, here's Wilder chasing Orbog down the street? You know, that sort of thing. Just so more people see that he's doing it.
But then we have a chance of people seeing me revive him as well.
Okay.
And we don't want that to happen.
Right? So, no go on that. Just wanted to know if it should be seen that it was happening. And second,
Plus, I
Would,
think that the most assassinations in the Thieves Guild, I think the Thieves Guild prides themselves on being discreet and not being public with their.
good point, Orbog.
I don't need to be chased by someone else. So,
Right.
good
right.
point.
And then, secondly, should one of us be disguised as someone to bring, or to bring the news to the king, or even Felix? Have an inn, take a look around, see
I
what's
think
up.
as long as Wilder is delivering the news, as per the agreement with the Thieves Guild contract, then that'll be good enough for them.
Right. I just
But
wondered.
I do
like,
see what you're saying about seeing how the castle is at the moment.
Right. Bringing, when they go to bring the news to the king to get some information on how things are going there, an added benefit.
Well, we do have the Hat of Disguise that we could use.
Well,
Exactly.
would they not expect one of the Thieves
Wilder.
Guild to bring it?
Yes, exactly.
They expect it. I just don't know. I don't know the procedure. I don't know if Wilder takes the proof into the Thieves Guild and then they send it off with someone else, or if they send him to do it. Wilder might know.
I suppose it would also be bad if the king and or Loth saw you, as they know who you are. So that could be.
Loth
Let's
could
go.
probably see right through a Hat of Disguise. So, that's...
And disguise self wouldn't work either.
No.
Okay. So, yep, good. I mean, we're just thinking through ideas here. These are all good things. All good things.
I'm sure I could convince George to send someone in my stead.
Yeah. And have him take a good look around. Maybe he could give us some info.
We could... I mean, the Thieves Guild does work for... we could ask them how much they might charge us to do a little bit of reconnaissance. Give us
If
some
only they
information.
had just a tiny little thief. It would be great.
Oh, yes, that would be
It'd be
good.
amazing.
Great. Oh, if only.
Oh well. I do think it would be good to do this after arrest.
Absolutely.
So you're saying we should all take a nap
I'm saying that we should do this tomorrow.
Yes.
after a nap?
Yes, a very long one would be nice. But also we can make sure that we have a good place for this to happen, and we can.
Right. That gives
Set
us a
things up.
time. That's what I'm
And-
saying. It gives us time to plan this out, pick the spot, make sure that, it's secluded, that it's an area that we control and no one else.
And I am quite curious. This is entirely unrelated, but it's just something I've been thinking about. And Orbog, maybe you know the answer. That nice chest that was in your room, is there more in there than just money? Since it seems to go to
I didn't
another
even know what
place.
it was, so
We could also perhaps see what's in there.
Did we leave that with Tumble?
Did we?
as far as I know, I don't have it.
Did we leave him all of
I
it?
thought you had it.
I was very tired at the time.
Did you have it, Stumblefoot?
No. I think I got it back from Tumble. Actually, it's still
Yes, I
in the
think so.
inventory.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
thought-
perhaps
I
we could
thought
take
so.
time to look through that and see what we have.
Maybe we could buy some.
Maybe we can sit in front of that magic
Hats.
shop and show him how the money we have and not give him any.
So, here's a question for you, Emrine. Do you have an idea of a place here in Northern Towerfall where we might want to stage this?
Well, I do think we should probably go outside of town a little bit so as to not have passerbys. That would.
Someplace, maybe where Orbog is hiding away.
So, Emrine, I mean, you have home court advantage here.
Yes. I just assume if we head to the east side of the island, it's relatively secluded and then we don't have to go towards the forest. And that's ideal.
We should totally go up to Vondur and do it. It'll add the atmosphere.
No, I don't think so, Your Majesty. That seems like not the kind of atmosphere we want.
It would be kind of cool, but no thanks.
Who knows? We might be able to meet the anathema.
I would
The
prefer that we
what?
didn't. It's just
What's in-
a myth and totally not real, but it might be.
What is it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, as I haven't seen it.
Is it like a scary bedtime story?
Yes, Very much like.
Oh, maybe we can tell it before we take a nap.
Sure.
We can
So,
have some
It's very good for
food
sleeping.
and snacks.
is there a place on the east side of town that you're knowing then?
Oh, well, yes. I mean, there's open fields and whatnot, and we can go find a nice, pleasant corner or sit on the beach. And not many people
Murder
go
on
that
the
way
beach.
on
Yes.
account of it being by Scrimsley. So.
I thought the fields were in southern Towerfall.
No, I mean like open field, not like farming fields.
Oh.
Like open plains.
I mean, a beach sounds
Yes.
very romantic, Orbog. Right up your alley, I'm sure.
Yes, because I want to die on the beach.
I mean, it'd be a great view.
I mean, it is kind of poetic, as Scrimsley is where we go when we die. So,
Yeah, it's because yours. Oh, that one. It's an inappropriate joke.
okay. I'm too innocent to hear those, so
I'm too innocent to know them.
okay. But
Somehow I just...
not many people tend to go over there anyway, so we should be able to at least have mostly privacy.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's put our hands together, and then on the count of 3, we throw them in the air and say, 1, 2, 3, kill Orbog. Or something
I don't
like that.
Can we
think
perhaps not do that
Yeah, I don't
in
think
here?
that we should shout that in public. That's
You know what?
Although,
No, no,
I suppose in Northern Towerfall that would make the most sense. But
All right,
not,
here we go.
maybe not now. Maybe just like go team.
Yes.
It would probably be a good idea maybe to get Aileen so she could use her hut.
Yes. So she went to go get her harp and is going to meet us back at my house later. So she should be here tomorrow, indeed, and this evening.
Okay.
She wasn't sounding
Just wanna
quite
make
like
sure.
herself. So
Hey, she sound a
Maybe
little bassy. Like maybe she's got
Yeah.
some sinus congestion.
it's very
you weren't
possible.
here when she left.
But she was with us all morning, so we definitely heard her.
Right, she was. But she didn't say anything.
Because her throat hurt.
Honey will do wonders for that.
So what's step 1? Rest?
Rest.
I would perhaps also like to see if I could find new armor that doesn't have Southern Towerfall's symbol on its chest so that I could wear it and not be attacked.
Good idea.
Very smart.
Yes.
There's a wonderful little shop down the way.
Was it the magic shop? Because I didn't like that one.
That's the one.
I still want to burn that place down when I'm done.
You know, normally I'm not for that level of violence, but I really didn't like that man, so...
I am religiously obligated to say that I cannot advocate burning down someone's shop no matter how much you don't like them.
But you're perfectly fine killing Orbog. I see how it is.
What if we make sure he's not in the shop when we do it?
I mean, here's the thing. Do you want to kill Orbog?
I don't.
I also don't.
I just see this as the only way to fulfill the contract, and he's not gonna stay dead.
Well, no, I know that, but like, do you want to like plunge the dagger? You guys have kind of had a little bit of animosity, so
I absolutely do not want to do that. No, it would be best if you did it.
right.
Also, Wilder, I do want to ask, are you okay doing it? I don't want to give you any undue trauma, because hearing you two talking, that sounds really kind of bad.
Let's put it this way. I've learned quite a bit about myself in the last day. I've done this before. I can probably mentally just shut it off. So,
That sounds healthy.
I really think we need to sit down and talk about these things eventually.
it's really complicated, Em. Even I'm still kind of confused.
Well, I mostly meant the turning off your emotions part, but
Oh, no.
the rest of it's fine.
Given that I don't drink much anymore, I mean, at all. Not at all. Never.
Good job.
It's kind of
Congratulations.
how I cope. So, yeah. So, you want to go get some armor?
Yes.
We could do that, and prepare anything else that we need to. I don't know what all we need. I have lots of things to kill people with. This feels weird.
Well, I also have a lot of things to kill people with, so it's not that odd.
I don't. I try not to kill people anymore.
Now, I only have a little bit of gold, and I don't know that it'll be enough. Or that they would accept a trade-in kind of
We
situation.
got old money box over here.
And I elbow Stumblefoot.
I might be able to help out with the cost of armor for you.
Yes, because as far as I'm aware, I have my starting gold.
Yeah, I'd be willing to pitch in. I mean, I'm not as filthy rich as Stumblebucks over here, but, you know.
Oh, well, to be fair, that is Orbog's, but Stumblefoot is
Yeah, that's
holding
Orbog's
it.
money.
I have a wee bit of money of my own as well. I mean, I did trade in a magic item at Sage's
You
Portal
liquidated
when
it.
they paid me. I did. I liquidated it. And I got, I was able to buy that. Well, I traded it for the Hat of Disguise, and then they gave me
And the potion.
some coin in, for the rest of the price. So I have a wee bit of cash that I can spend. And I'm happy to help you out.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just glad that we're all kind of together again.
Except Aileen, who's not here.
Right, but I'm afraid the next time I see her, it's gonna
Oh?
get ugly.
Why?
Oh, why?
Well, you wouldn't understand. But Pough, you remember? Should I not tell him this, Stumblefoot?
I think maybe there's an old adage among those who are in the Navy, and it goes like this: loose lips sink ships.
Right. Yeah, apparently at the Thieves Guild, we've been using fake vanilla. So, yeah.
Fake vanilla.
I know.
What a
she
tragedy.
lost her mind
She would
over
go
that last
crazy.
time. I know.
I'm never
I know.
ordering anything with vanilla. What do they have that they put vanilla in at the
Can I
Thieves
Can I
Guild?
insight
Exactly.
Wilder?
Go ahead.
Why would I not believe or understand vanilla?
Wilder, while she's checking you, go ahead and make a deception roll.
22.
That was a crit
Oh
fail.
no. Yeah, he's lying his face off.
Do they have like cream puffs at this place that they use like vanilla in, or this is a very interesting Thieves Guild.
You know, I don't actually really know. George kind of makes some concoctions, sometimes at the bar, mixing drinks and stuff.
With vanilla?
I didn't know until today. Yeah.
How did you know if you're not drinking anymore?
Oh no, I had to serve some one time, and
You work
I
as
saw him.
you work there as like a server, a waiter. You wait. I thought you were-
no, we're all like a family. I was like, hey, I don't drink, and they're like, that's weird, and I was like, I'll just give them drinks, and can we go shopping, please now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Right. Well, vanilla. Whew, fake vanilla. Sure. Oh, yes, well, we better keep that under wraps, like you said.
I'll
Stumblefoot.
go walk next to Wilder.
Loose lips sink ships.
Stumblefoot
Usually-
looks at Wilder and says, "Well, that was a fancy tap dance."
Luckily, I had the best audience for it, right?
Is everyone going shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna go together.
Stop.
You guys pass by the shop that you just went to, and it has a new sign out front that says Magician's Fence.
That seems a wee bit more honest.
Yeah. On brand. Do you think with the name change that they'll accept our business now?
I don't care to find out.
You guys gonna keep strolling?
Oh yeah, I'm not going there.
Okay. You guys keep walking, and eventually you do find a kind of like a small doorway that looks like it goes to a broom closet, and it has the words
Narnia?
and it has the words Sage's Portal written across the door.
Well, this is the place we were just at, right?
No, this is a place where you're gonna find quality goods.
Yeah, but I isn't it a magic shop though? Because I'm just looking for an armorer.
They've got. I'm sure they've got armor.
Okay.
I'll just be magic.
I don't know that I particularly feel comfortable getting metal armor. I do want metal armor. Let me rephrase.
Let's just see what they've got. And I'll open the door and kind of just start, gently pushing people through.
Who's already through? He's about this.
All right. Again, a bald, slightly grumpy-looking human. You're like, oh, hey, how you guys doing? You were just in here like yesterday, right?
I was.
No, that was today.
No, it was yesterday.
No, just earlier today.
That was no, Pough, no.
It's very similar.
Pough, I'm afraid you're going to hurt yourself if you keep going on like this.
Might give himself a nosebleed.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Eric.
Oh, different guy.
Anyway, we're here for her, Emrine. Why don't you let the man know what you're looking for?
Oh, just armor.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Armor that is good.
Okay. Any specific type of armor, like plate, ring, half plate, splint?
Whatever the best one is. That you have, I should say.
Anything in particular that you're trying to protect against?
Dying. Do you not know what armor does?
He looks at you, Stumblefoot, kind of like with a look of, I'm not sure what you want here.
Excuse me, but I'm the one shopping, not him. So if you have a question, you could ask me.
Oh, can you just let us know what you've got in stock?
Well, we got a lot of different types of armor in stock. I was trying to narrow it down to a couple selections for you, but
I want strong, heavy armor. That will help me not die.
all right, let me take a look in the back. he walks in the back.
I don't think I particularly liked his customer service either.
I think he was confused. He was trying to help you, and you were, he was just trying to figure out what you were looking for.
But I am looking for strong armor.
Right.
What's so hard about that?
Yeah.
These look nice.
It's a very nice book. This one looks like a dragon.
This one looks like also a dragon.
They come in a variety of colors.
He comes out and goes, I mean, if you're not looking for any armor, any kind of specific armor, I've got this. And he lays some medium armor on the table. It is, it's just regular splint armor, and but check this out. And he puts it on himself, and then he just kind of shifts a little bit, and then two wings pop out of the back of it. He goes, it lets you fly around for about 10 minutes when you activate it.
No, thank you.
No?
I don't think I want.
Oh, that looks cool.
I don't know that I want to fly.
You don't want wings? I mean,
Okay.
I'm quite comfortable on the ground, thank you.
yeah, good point. Good
He
point.
goes, all right, let me look in the back again.
Oh, and here's some other stuff.
That's just dirt, Pough.
Do you have maybe something that's a wee bit more simple? Maybe just something that maybe just has a magical protection on it? Maybe in the splint or plate range?
He comes out and he has some plate armor. He goes, this one's neat. And as you look at it, it's kind of translucent. This is something new that we have called ethereal armor.
What does it do?
Well, first of all, it doesn't make any noise. Like, he shakes it and there's no
Well, that's
clunk,
quite
clunk,
nice.
clunk. It has a little bit extra protection, but it also protects you from being scryed on or viewed through any magical purposes.
Sounds expensive.
Yes, it does.
Sounds useful, though.
But it does sound very useful.
But it looks cool.
How much is it?
5,000 gold.
Do you accept payment plans?
I'm gonna get out the box o gems.
Okay.
And I'm gonna open it up now. With a bag of holding, you can turn it inside out and it'll dump all of its contents onto the ground. I assume there's a way to do that with this chest.
You're also assuming that it's a chest of holding.
Well, that's the way it's acted when I put my arm in it and it kept going up to my shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll reach into it then. And
Okay. Are you just pulling gems out willy-nilly?
yeah.
Okay. You start scooping gems out as you're reaching into it, and as you reach real far into it, all of a sudden you feel something grab your hand.
Okay.
You feel another hand grab your hand.
Give it a high five.
That's creepy. I will pull my hand out.
Okay. Make a strength roll to get your hand out of basically you're trying to
Can I see that he's struggling with this box?
yes,
The
probably.
hand that's grabbing my hand, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a scaly hand? Does it feel like a humanoid hand? Is
Just
it
a very delicate caress across your face.
right? You're like, what kind of hand just grabbed my hand? Like, what is it? Is it a nice lady's hand? Like, maybe I want to hold hands with this hand.
It just feels like a person's hand.
Can I help him? If he looks stuck in this box.
So Emrine, what you see is him going in there and he starts to try to pull his arm out, and then all of a sudden you see something. It's like something physically is pulling him into the box.
Something's got my hand.
Yes, I'm still trying to help.
Okay.
My statement still stands.
No, I get that, but
It's not me.
so you grab him, and how are you helping him?
I'm going to pull him.
Okay.
I'm attempting to help pull him out.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength. Go ahead and roll a strength save with advantage, because I'm sure Stumblefoot's probably trying as well not to get pulled into this box.
Strength check or a strength
Save.
save? Okay, well that's better because I'm proficient in strength save.
Who's gonna grab the box and pull the opposite direction?
Okay, well I rolled better that time. I rolled a 23.
So did they. No ground was gained.
I will just give him a solid yank.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength roll, please.
Can I pull on the other side of the box? Like I pick up the.
I will say
Box.
that will give Emrine advantage on her yank.
Just a straight check, right? Not a save.
Right.
Well, I rolled a 4 and a 1. So with my
You've got
plus
this.
5, we're at a 9.
They rolled another 23. So as you guys are pulling, all of a sudden Stumblefoot gets pulled in, and he's up to his waist in this box.
Just like the idea of just Eric behind the counter holding armor, like weird.
Stumblefoot, as you get pulled into this box, you're looking through there. You're looking through a mound of gold and jewels, and you see a drow on the other end inside a room who has a hold of you as he's pulling you through.
Do I recognize this drow?
No.
Okay.
Do I just have Stumblefoot like by the waist now?
So am I in?
He's getting sucked into the
Is
box.
this like a dimensional portal into the treasury room?
Roll a perception check, please.
Perception. That's a 19.
It does. The architecture of this room does look like it would belong inside the castle.
It would figure. All right. All right. I'm going to, with my spare hand, my left hand that's free, I'm going to grab my hand axe and chop at the drow.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
That is a 25.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Unhand me! Let me go!
No, you're unhanding him.
As you hit him with this axe, 6 points of damage is still. I mean, when you take it to your hand when someone's hitting you with an axe, he felt inclined to let go due to the pain in his hand, and with the pulling of Pough on the opposite side of the box and Emrine, who has your feet, you go flying out of the box, and the box closes itself.
All right.
What was that?
So apparently, this box opens up into the treasury in Castle Manlagar.
That could be very interesting.
Yeah, that was a drow that grabbed my hand.
A drow inside the box?
No, inside the castle.
What's a
Wow.
What?
It's like a shortcut, Pooh.
Hey,
Yes, I'm just
it's a
saying we could
portal.
get into the castle quite easily if we needed to.
Remember the time you opened a door, we went through the door, came out of the door, I went through the door, and then bad things happened?
Right, yes, I do remember
got a
it.
pocket portal.
You got a pocket portal.
We might have to
portal in
take
your
care
pocket.
of a bit of a
Wait.
drow problem, but I would be happy to help.
How much money and gems did I manage to scoop out before I got grabbed?
If you were to appraise it, you probably sitting around 4,000 gold worth of jewels and gold.
Well, that's
And I put my 10 gold on the counter too, so
And of course,
2010.
and of course, Eric's just sitting behind the counter. He's got his hand over his mouth, just kind of. That was the funniest thing I've seen all day. You can have it for that amount you pulled out of that box, just because you gave me a show. That was amazing.
Oh, that's awfully kind of you, sir.
Well, you want to show? I can do a soft shoe.
All right. Well,
You don't wear shoes.
it appears as if the
watch.
Kingdom of Southern Towerfall has just purchased you a new suit of armor, Emrine.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Can I get something?
Will Southern Tower fall by me? Thanks.
So bring me your finest thingy-majigger.
Did you have something in mind that you wanted?
I like to be surprised.
I don't like when he's surprised, because then the rest of us are surprised.
Oh, but it's so much
No.
fun. It's like, oh, what does this do?
He goes, surprised, huh?
Yep.
He reaches underneath the counter and he pulls up a bag that has a drawstring on it that's tied, and it has a question.
Oh, this,
It has a question mark on it, and he goes, 500 gold.
oh, it's promising. 500 gold. I've got a bowl. I actually do have some gold.
I have the 10 gold that he didn't want. I will put it back on the counter.
I still have.
Um,
I still have.
Eric, the suit of armor that we just purchased, does that require attunement?
Yes, it does.
As soon as he gives it to me, I'm just handing it to Orbog. So,
Why are you handing it to Orbog?
well, it does the thing that we need it to do, correct?
But Orbog doesn't wear armor.
Yes, but he can.
Right,
Briefly.
but we actually want them to scry on him after we do the deed.
But I thought you couldn't scry on dead people.
Stumblefoot's going to make him dead with his look like dead.
Yes,
And
but
so
I
when
thought
they
if
scry
you
at
can't
him-
scry on dead people, would it not be the same as not being able to scry on someone for this?
Right. Well, I'll take that.
I set down 500 gold.
Did you have 500 gold?
I did, yeah. I have some winnings that I've never spent from
Okay.
various.
Okay.
I was collecting money before at the very beginning. Anyway, yes.
Okay. And he hands you the bag with the question marks on it.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
I open it up and peek inside.
Inside, you find an amorphous metallic shape.
I pull it out.
What are you thinking about right now, Pough?
As I pull it out,
Mhm.
well, I probably think it reminds me, because it's kind of metal-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of my arm. I guess that's kind of what I think. My metal arm.
All right. So as you pull it out, it turns itself into a smaller replica of your arm.
Oh, it looks like my arm. Hey, what if I
I think of like a sword. I just think of a sword while I'm holding.
It turns into a sword about the size that you could get out of the amount of material that you have.
I think of a hat.
Same. It like, and it's changing colors too. So it's matching what you're picturing. It's just it's only limited by the amount of material that's there.
And how much of a material is it?
I'd say you probably have about one. So like 6 inch by 6 inch by 6 inch if you were going to turn it into a cube.
So I like a Rubik's Cube sized.
Mhm.
I make it a little hat, like a tiny, the largest size hat that I can. I don't know, some sort of hat, maybe like a little top hat.
Yeah, it'll turn into a hat fine because the material on a hat's thinner than a chunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns into a hat
that's
fine.
okay.
Oh, I got myself a hat.
And then as you put it on your head, you hear a, well, hello there.
Did someone say something? Hello, it's nice to meet you, whoever you are.
We'll talk later. When it's not so crowded.
I can go to a less crowded spot.
Are you okay, Pough?
I think my hat's talking to me.
Right now?
No,
Pooh, no more surprises. I am terrified of what you just pulled out of that bag.
but look, it's instead of a hat that makes me look like someone else. And now I've got a hat that can look like that can change into something else. So instead of changing me into something else, it changes itself into something else. It's very, very clever.
That's cute, I guess. So, sorry. What are we doing with the armor?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and I'm not quite sure if you can scry on a dead person or not. I know you can scry on a person. I know you can scry on a location.
Is scrying the soul or is scrying the body?
Literally, the way that the spell is written, it's totally left up to interpretation. So it's going to be up to how John wants to rule it.
Could we perhaps test it?
I'm not able to yet.
You have the YouTube, but you've already used it today.
Mm-hmm. And she was not dead, but she wanted to be.
Probably.
That's also a problem for later. It's on the list. But did we not say we want something that doesn't let you scry? Or am I confused about this? Because I don't really understand.
Well, that was when we were going to try to fool the Thieves Guild, but since we're not going to do that now...
Well, technically we're just fooling someone else now.
Right, but it sounds like they actually are able to scry on the dead body to make sure they're dead, which is why I was going to cast Feign Death on Orbog.
Well, do they scry on the dead body, or do they try to scry and realize that they can't, and that's how they know they're dead? I don't know how it works. I don't understand magic.
I would assume that's the assumption, right?
Yeah.
That they're trying to scry, and if they can, then they're alive, and if they can't, then they're dead.
They're either dead or not on this plane. I assume, if I understand anything about magic.
Well, we could use the YouTube tomorrow and try it and see.
That is true.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yes, Your Majesty.
If not being on this plane, it produces the same effect as me being dead, then couldn't, Ericeth take me to a different plane?
Yes, but that would require you to talk to Ericeth, and I think we are waiting until you felt more like yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know.
And we also need proof that you're dead.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can, cut my guts open and, shove a rag inside, and then Stumblefoot can heal me up.
I'd rather you just bleed on the floor and then we clean it up with your robes or something. So
Yeah.
I don't want to touch your guts.
Oh, potato.
Well, we can troubleshoot this in the morning when we have the YouTube and it works, and we can scry on someone.
Eric is starting to give you weird looks please don't cut him open in my shop.
Oh, we won't hear.
No. That won't be happening. No. Let's maybe go someplace else and make plans.
Yeah.
We're not very good at this.
No, not at all. Thank you.
Thank you for your help today. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
We'll need it.
I turn back around and say, would you be interested in reselling some old armor? I don't exactly know how this shop works, but from what I understand, you were in Southern Towerfall before.
Is it magic armor?
No.
Not our bag.
But it's not a bag.
I have a bag with a question mark
I
on
think
it.
what he's saying is they only deal in magic items here.
Oh. Well, see, I told you I didn't want to come to just a magic shop, but okay. Anyway.
But you got some good armor out of it.
I did. I don't know what it does.
All right, so you guys have left the shop. Where are you guys going?
To sleep.
Yep, just to lay low.
In the middle of the
Spend the
street?
day. No, back at my house.
House.
We'll see if we can meet more of my siblings.
We're gonna go back to the totally
Spacious?
spacious and inconspicuous hideout known as Emrine's house.
Technically, it's not my house anymore, but
Emrine's parents' house.
You make your way back to your house, and Dad's there, Grandpa's not, and the rest of your siblings minus Ethan. And
is Nikus there?
Nikus is
Okay.
still off with the guard.
Oh, as we're walking back, I'd like to talk to Wilder.
Oh, okay.
If I could.
Okay.
Just if I could sidle up next to him for a minute. Wilder?
Yeah.
Just a question. Well, a question and a statement. But first the question. Which is, before when you were talking about the Thieves Guild, and you said that something would make Aileen very upset, and that I would not understand. I'm curious as to what that actually was.
You can't tell Pough.
I won't. Maybe.
So, before we left Waterdeep, we got to meet some of Aileen's family. Specifically her brother Arlen. And he was at the Thieves Guild being inducted. That's the right word, I think.
Oh. Initiated, I believe.
And right. And so I don't think Aileen's going to be very happy with me or the Thieves Guild or Arlen. And
No.
yeah,
I
I didn't want to tell Pough. He's not great with news like that. He kind of lets things slip. And I don't feel like dying from a fireball from a heart.
I see.
Dying's not really my thing. But
Yes.
anyway. Sorry, it was complicated. I didn't really want to get into it at that point.
No, of course. I understand. There is a lot of complicated things happening lately. One of which will be happening tomorrow, which brings me to my comment, which is to say, and I have it to some degree come to tolerate you, and maybe even like you a little bit, and potentially will someday maybe consider you a friend, but it is still questionable, just given how we were introduced, so I apologize for that. But I just want you to know that if things tomorrow don't go well, that my goal is to protect Orbog and to keep him alive at all costs. And it's what I must do in a way that I could not and did not for his mother. So if it goes bad and things don't work out tomorrow, I just want you to know ahead of time that you will have to answer to me for it.
I expected that much.
Okay.
And just remember that him staying alive part, that's kind of Stumby's thing.
Yes.
So
He will get
you got two people to
he
contend
will get
with.
the same talk. Minus the Thieves Guild part. That was just for you.
I think we're trying to do what's in the best interest of not just us, but Towerfall as a whole.
Which is why I'm okay-ish with letting this happen.
I'm not real thrilled about it myself. I mean, Orbog's a friend. We've known each other for years, so
Yes.
it's not going to be easy. Just so you know.
I would be much more worried if I thought that it would be.
So, I'll do my best to not kill him, even though I'm killing him.
Yes. I understand. Yes. Also, I can't promise I won't take Aileen what you said, which I apologize for in advance. And I will speed up.
Kind of used to that. Makes sense.
That's so savage. Oh, and I might just tell anyway, so.
I get. I'm a big sister. I get it.
So, yeah, you guys make your way. You pull up. Can't say pull up because then people make comments.
We do.
You-
Skirt.
You guys get to,
We roll up to Emrine's house.
and
My mom's wheelchair does beep when it backs up, so.
you guys get to Emrine's house and the crowd of people, minus your mom, your grandfather, and Ethan and Nikus.
Ethan and Nikus.
Your mom.
4 down.
Yeah, your mom is not there.
But her dad is?
Yep. Sprawled
Hello,
out in the middle
back.
of the lawn.
Again. Well, at least he's not inside, I guess. So that's something. I don't think I properly introduced you all. That's my father.
Hello, Emrine's father.
Marcian?
You, is he supposed to be?
Forgive me for asking, but does this count as a proper introduction? Don't both parties need to be, I don't know, conscious?
Typically, but I think this is the best we'll get. I can wake him up if you want.
Do you think it'll help?
No, but I might enjoy the process.
Maybe let's let him be then.
Okay.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
And I'll point at the rest of them and go, that's Kadia. You've met Rhoda. That's
Hello,
Damon.
Rhoda.
And that's Ida.
Damien and Ida.
Yes.
Hello. I am a friend of Emrine's. Can I say my real name?
Yes. If you'd like to.
I am Pough, of the House of Sanders. Greetings.
They look at you, Pooh, and then they look back at
And
Emrine.
I take off my
the
hat
hat
and do a little bow and put it back on.
And they're like, they kind of got this look on, like, are we supposed to know who you are?
No, these are just friends. And this is Wilder. And this is Stumblefoot. Aileen will be here later, and you all know Basti.
And my big lips. Come here, Hot Wheels, Apple Cart.
No. Mm-mm.
So,
Okay, well, this has been fun for me.
we're just going to. I'm just gonna take a little rest here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm gonna. I'll be outside for a second.
Okay.
So,
All right, we know who's gonna threaten physical violence on her dad now.
No. He's gonna go talk to his hat.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Pooh is gonna walk outside and kind of go sit down somewhere just out in the grass-ish. Is there grass spot? And
all right, Hat. I assume it was you talking to me.
Hello, you seem like an interesting individual.
Well, people do say that. A quick question before we continue.
Mhm.
You're not evil, are you?
Well, nobody thinks they're evil. I mean, could you really tell if you were evil? Everybody thinks they're doing the right thing for the right reason.
Oh, well, I suppose that in some cases that's true. But I would say that I would not be evil as far as I try to keep others' best interest in mind rather than my own. So that's a maybe.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
Who exactly are you, Hat?
My name is Idru.
Idru?
Idru.
Idru. Well, what are you doing in my hat?
I am your hat. I am anything you want me to be.
So I can just, be a tree.
And it turns into a tree.
Oh, very interesting. And are you, like the, I mean...
Does it feel like a tree? I mean, like it's wood, or is it still...
could you be a hat again?
It turns back into a hat.
I don't want to just boss you around or anything. I don't want to upset you. Is this okay? Is this a good arrangement?
Whatever works best for you.
Oh, well, very kind.
I am here to make your life more simple.
Well, that's good, I suppose. You wouldn't do anything to hurt me or my friends?
How could I hurt you if you don't use me to hurt yourself?
Right. So you're not going to do anything that would hurt myself or my friends if I didn't say to.
Would you use me to hurt yourself or your friends?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want that. Do you know things if I have questions about stuff? Or are you just there?
What kind of things?
I don't know. Do you know what I know, or do you know more than what I know?
I know what I know.
Right. Okay. So, I don't have any more questions for now. I think, are you listening all the time?
Do you want me to listen all the time?
Well, no. Are you still there?
I am here.
You're not gonna spy on me, are you?
Do you want me to spy on you?
No, I don't want to. That's why I'm asking you these questions. I'm just going to pretend you're a normal hat for now. Very nice to meet you.
Do you have the hat on your head right now, Pough?
Yeah, I do.
You feel two hands come down from above your head and just kind of caress the side of your face as they go back up into the hat.
What was that? Hello?
No response.
I felt like... This is a very strange hat.
I come back inside the house.
And that's what happened when Damon thought that he could fly that one time.
You always tell that story, and it's so embarrassing. How would you like it if I just told everybody your embarrassing stories?
This
would
is
have
a
to do
very
something
strange
embarrassing.
hat.
What?
This is a strange hat.
I think it looks quite nice on you.
Oh, well, thank you, Emrine.
You're welcome.
What does the hat look like?
I think who made it a top hat?
Yeah, it's a top hat right now.
What color is it?
It's like a bluish, like a dusty blue.
Is it a wool top hat? Is it a silk top hat?
It's a silk top hat.
I'm glad we figured that out.
I wanted him to paint me a picture with his words.
Who?
Yep. Yes.
In your mind, you hear a slight voice say, "Now remember, Pough Sanders. Keep what we have on the down low. Nobody's got to know about us."
Us? Oh, another thing. You're my hat, right? I mean, how about some food?
I'm sorry, are you talking to us or your hat?
I was talking to my hat and trying to make it look like I wasn't.
Why were you talking to your hat?
It's telling me strange things.
Well, that's not good at all.
No.
Wilder just shoots a look at Emrine, like, see?
Can I see the hat?
Yes.
I very cautiously.
You are physically unable to remove it from your head.
It doesn't
Can,
come
can
off.
I not see it? Oh,
I will.
do you need help?
Yes. Yo, go ahead. Take off the hat.
I'm bent down so
Try
you
to
can.
pull the hat off.
Make a wisdom save, Emrine.
Oh no. I'm so good at those. That would be a 7.
Roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh, a 1.
You take 1 point of damage as you take 1 point of lightning damage as when you grab onto it to pull it off, it zaps you.
Did you do that, Pough?
I don't think so. I think I got an evil hat.
Okay. Hold very still.
I don't like her, Pough. She's trying to come between us.
I do like her hat.
I'm gonna try and cut it off with my glaive.
Either get used to her or, I'm going to stand very still.
Yeah, don't
You
move.
like who?
Who do I like Emrine?
Wait.
Thank you. I like you as well.
Whoa, stop. Whoa, wait.
My head
Just
said it.
Emrine holding her glaive up.
What are you doing now?
I'm going to get it off his head. It zapped me.
That
it's
seems
stuck.
like a great way to make sure that Pooh's brains end up all over the wall.
Are Pooh's brains inside the hat?
I don't have very many brains.
No.
Well, I'm very good at aiming.
Could we just keep it the way it is for the time being?
I think it's evil Wilder. It wants to be my girlfriend.
From now on, when you say you like surprises, these are the kind of surprises that we expect you to get, Pough.
I thought it was a
No more
it
surprises.
was a
Does it have a
reputable.
name? Of a name, Pooh?
Yeah, it does. It does. Idru.
Idra.
Yeah, Idra. That's it. Idra.
Idra. Is that a name that any of us are knowing?
I don't. Is that a
We
name?
know this name.
Do we know that name?
You don't know that name, but if you want, you can make a history check about it.
While I'm doing this, can I also just try to poke through the top hat with my glaive? Oh, my history check was it was a 19, but -2, so 17.
Oh, I got a nat 20. So that's a 21.
You've never heard the name before, but the dialect of the name, that when you hear it, it sets off a red flag in your guys' head for a species that you've only read about in books called a Githyanki.
Golly.
Pooh, you need to get that off your head right now.
I'm stabbing
It
it
turns into
already.
it turns into a helmet, and it wraps itself around Pooh's head.
Ow. Can I see? Hello? Where did everyone
Did
go?
me stabbing it do anything?
It kind of clanged off the metal.
We should probably take this outside. There's not really a lot of space here.
Yeah, perhaps we should step away from my young siblings, and I will assist in getting that off your head forcibly.
What exactly is this thing on my head? What exactly
Not a
are
good
you?
thing.
well,
Not a good thing.
I am going to use my last level 3 spell slot for the day and cast Remove Curse on Pooh's weird helmet that was a hat.
Okay, yeah, it's not a curse.
I'm gonna try and pull it off again.
You start pulling on it, and it is firmly affixed to Pooh's head. So as you're pulling on it, Pough, it feels like she's trying to pull your head off.
Oh, that's my head. That's definitely my head you're pulling.
I'm quite sorry. I don't mean to. I'm just trying to get it off of your head.
A hat. Would you kindly get off my head, please?
Pough, she's trying to separate us. Why would you allow this?
Because I've known her longer than I've known you.
But I know all there is to know about you, Pough of the House of Sanders.
Oh yeah? What's my cousin's name?
Barry.
Oh, yeah, I do have a cousin named Barry.
Pooh, how How would you feel if I hit this helmet very hard?
I would probably have a headache afterwards. What
Is that a
what
no?
is this? What is this thing?
I am the love of your life, Pooh Sanders.
Oh, you're the love of my life.
Thank you.
No, there was a question mark at the end of that.
What do I know about Githyanki?
Not a lot. You know, it's not something great to be affiliated with, for sure.
So is that a no, Pooh? Should I not hit it?
I don't know that it's going to do much good.
It might hurt it as well. And maybe it will
Yes.
try to fight me instead of hold on to you.
You do know that they initially came from the astral plane and that their race was enslaved by the mind flayers, and that some of them have escaped to the prime material plane as like raiders.
Pooh, can you ask Aedra if she is a Githyanki?
My friends are calling you a Yankee. Is that correct? I'm assuming that is what you are.
I can be whatever you want me to be.
My hat said it can be whatever I want it to be. I want you to be off of my head currently.
As you say that, it kind of turns into liquid metal and it slowly trickles down your back and then becomes a tank top on you.
While it's trickling, can I try to smack it off?
I mean, you can try.
I'm gonna. Well, I rolled a 16, and I'm just gonna try and hit it with the back of my glaive, so not the sharp side. Pardon. So that's a 25.
Pooh, you hear a loud shriek as she hits this thing on your back. Emrine, it grabs a hold of your glaive, and it's not letting go of it.
It's fine. I can do that.
All right, you. Let go of my friend's weapon.
It drops your
Yeah,
friend's
give it-
weapon and it turns into a tank top.
Can I try to pull it off?
As you try to pull it off, it stretches like taffy. She goes, "But Pooh, why?"
While it stretches, can I cut it?
You're welcome to try.
That's a 17.
As you take a swing at it to cut it, it kind of separates itself because it senses your glaive coming, so it makes space for it to drift through.
I don't think I like your hat, Pooh.
I don't like it either. I made a bad decision, Emrine.
That's okay.
But love, I can do so much with you. Give me a chance. As a bugbear your whole entire life, people have stereotyped you into something that you weren't.
Well, yes, that's true. What is all this nonsense with the calling? I mean, you're being a little excessive.
By the way, you guys can only hear what Pooh's saying out loud.
Also, why do you keep calling me love?
Because once you know everything about a person, if you don't despise them, then it must be love.
Well, I don't know about that. You kind of have to like the person, I guess. How did you end up knowing everything about me anyway, Hat?
You put me on your head.
Because you're a hat.
You told me to be a hat.
Because
Pooh,
yes,
Pooh, turn it into a purse.
you are a purse now, please. Nice.
It turns
Lovely
into
ladies.
turns into a coin purse and it affixes itself to your belt.
I am going to use the Ring of the Grammarian to cast the spell Remove Purse.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you have a spell slot for remove curse though?
I have a level 4 spell slot, so I can cast it at level 4 instead of level 3.
Okay. It falls off of your belt.
Oh,
I hit it again.
As you hit it again, it just splats like liquid metal.
And then I stomp on it several times.
Nobody pick that up or touch it.
Do you stomp on it, Emrine?
Well, I said it already, so yeah.
As you stomp on it, it crawls up your leg.
I'm sorry. It was the wheels first, you know?
It's really nice to not be the person involved in this.
Wilder's sitting there with popcorn.
oh no. Hey, get off of her. Get off of her.
I try to brush it off of Emrine, or like grab it off.
It crawls
Oh,
up
it's-
your arm and runs back up to your
Oh,
around your neck
no.
like a scarf.
I'm not really a scarf person.
This is going very well.
All right. How about this hat of mine? We're going to rest, and you don't do anything funny.
I would never do anything funny to you.
Well, you turned into a helmet, and
It's because she was trying to separate us, Pough.
I like her. She's very nice.
You might like her, Pough, but I love you.
Well, what if I love her?
Pardon?
I mean,
Well, that's interesting.
no, I'm having a conversation with my hat. It's hypothetical.
Good excuse.
Hat,
Yes?
you seem like you're the jealous type.
Do you want me to be the jealous type?
I would prefer no. I've not got to know you at all, and here you are saying that you love me. You know, it seems like that you know a lot about me, but I know hardly anything about you.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it.
I would really like to kill this hat.
Hat. Do you know someone named Loaf?
No.
Okay, so you're not her, right?
I have no idea who Louth is.
Good answer. Doesn't know who she is. What would you do if I said I liked someone else?
Well, it would make me sad, but I would have to... You're right. We don't know each other, or rather, you don't know me. So, over time, I plan to reveal who I am to you when we both walk upon the Dreamlands.
When we both walk upon the Dreamlands, you say. Well, there goes my sleep for tonight. Guys, I'm sorry. I wanted something to happen. And
It did.
it did. I ended up creating more problems, as I do.
And you quasi-professed your love for Emrine, that's a thing.
Do you think perhaps we could burn it off? Like a leech?
I don't know. Would you burn off, Hat? Are you flammable?
Why won't you give me a chance, Pough Sanders?
It's very sudden to have something like this pressed upon me. Attached at the head, if you would.
As I recall, you were the one who put me on in the first place.
I thought you... Yes, because I'm a dumb bugbear. I'm a bugbear with...
Well, you're not dumb, Pooh. You gotta stop saying this about yourself.
I think I'm just going to... Can we go to bed now? Can we call it a different day?
Yes, let's walk upon the dream plains.
You know what? Fine. Guys, I'm going to go to bed and walk upon the dream plains, and it's probably another bad idea.
Sounds like a terrible plan. Don't die.
I will try my best, but maybe I'll find something out. Emrine, I'm sorry that you. If feel free to, cut anything off that needs cutting off.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll just keep an eye on that tonight then.
I'm gonna stay outside.
I'm gonna find a nice spot outside.
There's a pretty comfortable looking indentation in the yard next to where Emrine's father was at.
That's my grandpa's bed.
Yep. that was the implication. So you curl up out there. Anybody else doing anything before sleepy time?
I'm just doing my normal evening prayers.
I want to keep watch on what happens when Pooh falls asleep.
Okay.
Just to see if something.
Felix?
turns into a garrote.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm doing anything. Mentally preparing for killing a friend.
Yeah. Me too.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you
Who
do.
might have to go?
All right, Pough.
Yep.
You see a woman with greenish yellow skin and long brown hair with a white stripe down it. Hello again. I am Idra.
Oh, you're my hat.
I am Idra.
Yes, sorry. Hello, Idra. So this is the,
You are in the Dreamlands,
uh-huh.
where I can exist in my normal form. Allow me to show you who I am. And she reaches out to touch you on the forehead. You see her in enslavement to a race of individuals who have what look like octopus faces. They have 4 tentacles hanging below. Under the cruelest of conditions, they give no respect or care to any of her race. And she briefly shows you how they would experiment psionically on these individuals, and you see what happened to her and how they used it within the process of an experiment. They had banished her soul into this amorphous mercurial liquid, and she was used kind of as a all-purpose tool, and quite cruelly. And you just see the cycle of abuse at the hands of people who were her owners over the course of time, until she comes into being possessed by you, Pough. And you see yourself through her eyes as being the first kind individual to take possession of her.
Well, that is quite the story. I am very sorry for you. You've had a very hard life. But, you can't just claim someone as your own like this. Thank you for showing me that. What do you need? What is it you need?
I need a host.
A host? For what? What do you want to do with a host?
I can only exist upon the brainwaves of a host. If I do not have somebody to own me, to use me, I cease to exist until another comes along.
Now I know a very nice fellow. Very nice. He's, gives wonderful back rubs. His name's Keith. Maybe I could introduce you. Right now he's in a stone, and you're in a hat. And I could put the hat on top of the stone, and it could be very nice.
Emrine, you see Pough in his sleep kind of gesturing.
Keeping an eye on any violent motions. I'm ready.
He's kind of lonely, I think, as well. But very nice fellow.
Interesting. Maybe you should introduce me to him.
Oh, well, I would do it right now, but, I don't know that he's here. This place, I mean, I suppose he could be.
Then sleep, dear Pough, and introduce me tomorrow.
All right. And, hey, I'm sorry about, what happened with my friends there. We've had some bad experiences with, the people trying to, butt in. I don't know, to be... We've just had some problems, and they're a little sensitive, as am I. We'll work through this. Good night.
Good night, Pough. Next morning.
We've adopted a hat now.
Emrine, did you sleep at all?
Yes, on the porch.
Okay.
Once Pough stopped fighting the air in his sleep.
When you wake up, Emrine, your dad's gone. Your siblings are still in the house. They are sleeping late. And your mom is not there. Felix, do you do anything?
Nope.
While I'm waiting for everyone else to get up, I'm going to use the YouTube to see if I can scry on someone that's dead.
Anybody in particular?
Yeah, the one person that I know that's actually dead.
Yeah, you try to scry on it, and it's like trying to connect.
Just keeps
and then-
ringing, you know.
Yeah, it 404s on you. Pough, you wake up, and what do you do?
All right. That was a good sleep. Oh, good morning, Emrine.
Good morning, Pough.
I had a good talk with
I gesture to my hat.
It seemed very expressive.
yes. We're going to introduce her to a friend of mine, to Keith.
Oh, Keith is quite friendly.
Yes. See if they could get along.
And I pull out Keith and I say,
All right. Here we go. Here is Idru. Meet Keith.
and I just set my hat on top of the Keith crystal.
You watch as this liquid metallic material wraps itself around Keith's soulstone, and it begins to glow, and in the weirdest way they merge together. It takes the form of a little 3-foot mantar.
Oh, Keith is quite small and cute.
He used to be bigger.
Oh,
Hello,
Hi-ho! It's my friend Pough again.
Keith. It's good to see you back in the world.
It's nice to be seen.
You're a little smaller.
Well, I mean, this is the best that Idra could do. We decided to take turns on the outside, so she's in the stone, and I'll get to be outside for a while. And then,
What in the world is that?
this is
Oh.
Keith.
Yes, he's a mentor. Half
This is Keith.
He's a
man,
what tower?
half man, half.
Wilder, it's good to see you again too.
Hi, little buddy.
You know, when I was spending my time in that stone, I felt your presence a good while. It seemed like you were going through some things, but it would seem to me now that you might be finding yourself in a better place.
Indeed. Getting there.
I was there for you, and I will still be there for you. And it doesn't even matter that you're the only few people that I actually know.
Oh yes, did you get along with Idru?
Idra is her name. She's a very nice lady.
Yes, I'm very bad with names. I'm so sorry, Keith. Yeah, she's very nice. Good. I thought you two might like each other. Seemed like someone who could use some understanding.
Keith, I have a question. It may help us solve another problem for some folks who are also trapped in soulstones. Are you knowing how to get back to your body from there?
Well, I mean, I didn't actually have a body. I'm not entirely sure how Jadis had collected me, but,
Was Jadis another member of your party? Who is that?
No. Jadis is a witch.
Well, that's not very nice.
Right.
No, it's a literal witch.
Oh, okay.
We should write a book and then
Right.
just
Lives
give
in
it
a-
to new people.
Yeah, lives in a house that has legs, walks around.
Chicken legs.
Yep, chicken legs.
Yeah.
Chicken legs.
Right.
We've had some adventures, Em.
at any rate, she had caught my essence when my spell had dissipated, and I was on my way back to the ethereal realm to reconnect with the arcane energies of this plane. But somehow she collected my consciousness, and now I cannot return to that. So I existed as a stone, and now I exist as a horrific battle monster.
I wouldn't say you're horrific.
Well, that's awfully kind of you to say, ma'am. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
I'm Em. Hello. Yes, we've hugged.
Oh, I do distinctly remember hugging a deer-shaped woman. It is very nice to get to
That was
meet
me.
you in person.
Thank you.
You were a very lovely individual from what I could tell.
Thank you. You seem quite nice as well.
Well, thank you very much. I'm only about... Well, I suppose this is only my 3rd hour of existing on this plane now.
Keith, we might be able to get you home. That's a long shot, but I've got an idea.
You don't want me here?
Oh, it's not that we don't want you here, but you said you were trying to return home.
No, that's just the natural course of things, but I've been stopped in between. I'm content being wherever I'm at. That's just part of my nature. That's how I am.
That's a good way to live.
I was just thinking that if you didn't want to be trapped in that soul stone...
Well, I'm not trapped in the soul stone anymore now that Idra has given me some form of corporealism.
Right? Well, I was just making the offer, but if you're not interested, that's okay, I guess.
I do appreciate the sentiment behind your offer, but I think I'll try existence to see how it works out.
Good for you, Keith.
Understood.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah. Sometimes you get hats stuck on
There's
your head.
days.
Well, I can tell you that Oblivion is very boring after a while.
I can imagine. Also, I tried using the YouTube this morning, and I was not able to scry on someone that's dead.
So that solves it then. After we revive Orbog, then we'll need to give him the armor.
Do you commonly try to look at dead people?
No.
Which means he'll need to attune to it before we...
Or we don't have to immediately send out with
right, but it would probably be best if we did. So if he attunes to it ahead of time, takes it off, Wilder...
But won't that get it all bloody?
No, not if he takes it off, and then...
Oh, I don't know how
takes it
magic
off.
works.
Right, Wilder does the thing. We raise him from the dead. He puts the armor on, and then...
Bob's your uncle.
Right, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an uncle named Bob. Fun fact.
There's still
Begin
time.
a speech.
You do have an uncle named Rodney Sr., though.
I do, yes, Rodney Sr.
You seem to
Is
know
he
an awful
Rodney's
lot
father?
about his family.
That's because I've been talking to Idra. Idra knows everything about him.
Well, that's true, she does.
What a fortunate woman.
I have led an interesting life.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Really? Oh, look at that. That's a new record. Did you hear that? I spoke the very truest words. No one's going to congratulate me
Congratulations,
seems like-
Pough.
Thank you. It seems very momentous. Momentous.
Maybe you could ask Idra to turn herself into a trophy when, she changes places with Keith.
Oh, no. That would be very rude.
So we
What's-
should go kill a king then.
Let's go kill a king.
I know that, I'm just gonna slow you guys down, but I don't know where to go in this wide world now.
Oh, you should stay with us. Probably. I don't think you should wander the streets. That would be bad for you.
Could I possibly ride in somebody's bag then?
Oh, you could ride on my shoulder.
Or on my back, I suppose.
Yeah, my back
It's
is
not-
free.
Technically something that I allow, but for you, Keith, sure. Also because the fan art would be very interesting to see.
He looks amongst everybody, and he looks over at Wilder, and he looks at Wilder and goes, "It would seem to me that I think Wilder needs a friend right now. So if it doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, I'd like to spend some time with him."
Well, Keith, you're more than welcome to. I guess Wilder, it's up to you.
I suppose you were with me long enough. That's fine.
You can be my special good buddy. All right? And he climbs up your shoulder, and then he amorphously turns into a scarf around your neck.
Em looks a little rejected, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I suppose we should get moving to the beach, or should we eat first?
I think dying on a full stomach is probably not a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's like waking up from anesthesia and then you puke all over the place. So
Yeah.
What's anesthesia?
You know, healing on an empty stomach's not a good thing either.
We'll pack you a lunch to go. One must be well fed to kill a king.
And on that note, on that perfect line, that's where we're cutting tonight's episode. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and listening to us be goobers. Really excited to have Keith back in the action here.
I'm harboring resentment.
So with that being said, please consider being patrons. It really helps us out a lot, covers our costs, and helps us to do fun and interesting things in the future. We almost were able to make it to a con this year, but it would.
I'll be at a con this year.
Yeah, me and Squid are going to be at a con this year.
With Aileen.
Yeah, and Aileen's going to be there too. So come hang out with us at GeeksCon in Shreveport in August. But outside of that, if you can't afford to be a patron, I get that. Like, rate, subscribe, maybe recommend us to a friend, all that kind of good stuff. That helps tremendously. And we sincerely love and appreciate all of you guys out there who help us do this weird thing. So, with that being said, we'll catch you next time, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A special thanks to our Blade Level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Amanda Clements, Branson Boykin, and Matthew Cosby. To learn more about how you can support the show, go over to patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.